Assalamualaikum guys, this video is all about verb. In this video I'll teach you different types of verb that we have in English and also show how to avoid some common mistakes that most of the students commit. So first of all I'll tell you the definition of verb. What is a verb? A verb that expresses an action, state, movement or existence about the subject, noun or pronoun is called a verb, such as fly, do, write, come, learn, etc. Here I'll give you an example. Birds fly in the air. Students, in this sentence the word fly is verb because it's telling about the work which birds are doing. So now we will talk about the different kinds of verb. So let's start with the very first kind of verb, and that is state verb and action verb. Now question is here, what is difference between state verb and action verb? First of all we will talk about state verb, and it's also called stative. So students, we can say that state verb are the verbs which express the state or situation in the sentence, like be, have, think, like, own. Here I have written a couple of examples. First one is I have a large family. In this sentence the word have is state. Second is Aisha likes chocolate ice cream. In this sentence likes is state. Verb. So students, in first sentence there is no any physical action. I am telling about my family. I have a large family. And there is an important rule in English that you must know, and that is the state verb can't be used in ing form. Like I can't say that I having a large family, Aisha liking chocolate ice cream. If I'll write ing with or both state verb, then it will be wrong. Now guys, move to action verb. Action verb expresses physical activities and process like kick, shout, run, play. Look at example. The children are playing football. In this sentence the word playing is action and it's a physical verb. So students, in action verb we can add ing with the verb, but in state we don't add ing. Now guys, we will talk about the second kind of verb, and that is main verb and helping or auxiliary verb. So guys, when a verb is used in a sentence, it can be used in two ways. It can either be used as main verb in the sentence or as helping verb. The most important helping verbs are be, do and have. Here I have written few examples. Look at the very first example, and that is she is working now. So guys, can you tell me how many verbs are there? Basically there are two verbs in this sentence. First is and second is working. In this sentence working is main verb and is a helping verb or auxiliary verb, and it is showing the tense of the sentence. So students, helping verb are also the make the sense of the sentence like negative and interrogative. Now move to second. Do you play golf every weekend? In this sentence we have used do as a helping verb and it has made the sentence interrogative. Next is we have visited the UK 4 times. So guys, in this sentence we have used have as a helping verb. Now move to next example. We have car. In this sentence here I haven't used have as helping verb, but it shows the possession of someone, that they or we have car. So guys, there is another type of helping verb, and that is modal, like can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should and must. Students, modal help us to express mood in a sentence. Now question is here, what is mood? Mood means attitude of the speaker, and modal also express the ability as well, like my sister can play guitar. In this sentence can is modal and we can say that it's helping verb and it show the ability of my sister. Second is you mustn't smoke here. So guys, in this sentence we use must not to make the sentence negative, which tell us that it is not allowed to smoke here. Now guys, move to third kind of verb, and that is regular or irregular verb. Students, in English only verb have tenses like present, past and future. And to make the tense, we change forms of verb. And do you know how many forms are there? Basically there are 5 forms. First is infinitive, present, past, past participle and ing. So first of all we'll talk about regular form. Cook is a regular form. Infinitive is to cook. In present we will write cook or cooks, and in past we will write cooked. In past participle, cooked as well, and in ing, when we will add ing, it will become cooking. Now we will talk about irregular form, and that is infinitive is to go, its first form go, and in present we can use go or goes. In past we can use went, not goed, okay, because it's a irregular form. In past participle, that is gone, and in ing form it will become going. So guys, third one is read. In present we can write read or reads. In past we will write read. Spellings are same, but the pronunciation is changed. In past participle is also read, and when we will add ing, it will become reading. So students, past participle form is used in some tenses, in conditional sentences and in passive voice. Now guys, move to fourth kind of verb, and that is transitive or intransitive verb. Now question is here, what is difference between transitive verb and intransitive verb? So first of all we'll discuss about transitive verb. Transitive verb is just a verb, always takes an object. So students, what do you mean by object? In grammar, an object is a noun or pronoun that receive action. So guys, we can say that a transitive verb is a verb that denotes an action which passes over from the doer or subject to an object. Now move to example. The child kicked the ball. Guys, in this sentence the ball is object because it's received the kick, and the word kick is transitive because it's always need an object. Move to second. I made a cake. In this sentence the word made is transitive because it's tell that what I made, and that is cake, and cake is object in this sentence. So guys, some other common transitive verb are hit, give, carry, climb, make, take, etc. Now guys, we will talk about intransitive verb. First of all, I'll tell you what is intransitive verb mean. An intransitive verb is a verb that denotes an action which does not pass over to an object, or which expresses a state or being, as the old man laughed loudly. So guys, in this sentence the word laughed is intransitive verb, and loudly is not a noun or a pronoun that receive the action. It's just a adverb in this sentence. Here you don't know old man laugh, who or what. If you know, then it will become a transitive verb. But at this time you don't know to what and who the old man laugh. That's why we can call it intransitive verb. Now guys, let's have a quick recap of today's lecture. In today's video we will discuss about verb and its 4 kinds. First one is state and action verb. Second is main verb, helping verb or auxiliary verb. Third one is regular and irregular verb, and fourth one is transitive and intransitive verb. I hope your concept regarding verb and its kind will be cleared after watching today's video. We will meet in next video. Till then, Allah Hafiz.